北极，欢迎你，为你开天辟地，流动中的美丽充满着朝气。
Alright, so this is part 3 of a Preparing for China series, and in this video I'm going to talk about culture shock. Stuff that's going to happen to you that may shock you or is just going to be really different from where you're from. Now, I'm living in China right now, so obviously I think China is a pretty cool place, but there's some stuff here that happens that's, that I don't like, and that's, quite different from my own culture. It's not the same as America. It's not the same. And chances are, wherever you're from, you may be from England or Australia, New Zealand or Spain or wherever you're from, it's going to be different. One of the first things that foreigners just hate when they get here, and it takes a little while to get used to, is that people smoke everywhere. Basically, every Chinese man over the age of like 25 or 30 smokes. That's just how it is. It's in the shops, it's in the markets, it's in the restaurants, it's in the offices, it's in the schools, it's everywhere. Smoking is everywhere, no matter where you go. And people don't care if you don't like smoking. They don't care. They don't care. Chances are if you say something to somebody, they still won't care. And you're going to be one of the minority of people who cares that someone is smoking. Lines or queues, if you're not American, in China really suck. They really almost don't even exist. People in China have no respect for the person who came first. They will push and shove and elbow and do whatever they can to get to the front of this line. It's a mob, basically. There's no patience for this kind of thing in China. I think the Chinese people just have this idea that, oh, if I'm not the first person in line, then I'm going to die a horrible death of not having my beef noodles or something, and the restaurant will close, and all this stuff. It's ridiculous. If you're number 2 in line, you're not going to die. It's all right. But it's culture. It's just how they are. And even if I don't like it, it doesn't matter, because this is not my country. Spitting on the street and throwing garbage on the street is just commonplace. Just like smoking, it's everywhere, especially spitting. You'll be walking on the street, you'll be in a restaurant, you'll be anywhere, you'll hear this. Yeah, that is really common. That's also everywhere. Throwing garbage on the street is also another thing that foreigners don't like. This is a problem especially in the cities. They have street sweepers and people who pick up trash for a living. So these people who are living in the cities just go, oh, someone's going to pick it up. It doesn't matter. So, you'll see trash everywhere on the street. The last thing, and really I think it's kind of a good thing, is that Chinese people love kids. They love kids. How is that a culture shock? No, you don't really understand. Chinese people love kids. They love them. If you're a foreigner and you bring a kid to China, especially if it's like an infant or something, you will attract all kinds of crowds. People will want to hold your baby. They'll want to kiss your baby. They'll want to bring their babies to like try and play with them, and even toddlers or something. Chinese people love kids, and that freaks a lot of foreigners out. They go, oh, this is my baby. Why? No, you can't hold my baby. You can't play with my baby or whatever. Like, it freaks a lot of people out. But again, it's a cultural thing. Chinese people love kids. I mean, they love them. And it's not like anything weird. They're not going to steal your baby and run away. They really are just curious, and they want to see your baby. I have some friends at another university who've just had babies, and they're American people. So their child is blonde hair, blue eyes, and it attracts so many people. It's really great for conversation starters and whatever. Sometimes the kids can get overwhelmed, or the parents can, but it's really nothing, like malevolent or whatever. It's a good thing. It's just a cultural difference. Okay, so that's it for part 3 of Preparing for China. Culture shock and a few cultural differences. I'm going to continue this series of part 4. I don't know exactly what I'm going to talk about, but if you have any suggestions or comments or whatever, feel free to leave them. Subscribe if you're interested. And yeah, I guess I'll see y'all next time.
北京欢迎你，在太阳下分享呼吸，
在黄土地刷新成绩。